Hello, welcome to another episode of doing some model building, some different methods of various things that of how to, and also chilling out, relaxing in chat. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning, and we'll get started. We left off doing some panel lining. We used the orange panel liner at the end, and it really stained it, and the Q-tip water didn't work. It smeared it, and so we've got. Let's see if I can show it. You can really see the difference between this white and then this stain. Hey Gina, hope you're well. So we're going to show how to get rid of that. The best way to probably get rid of it is the Zippo lighter fluid. No, we're not burning the mech. I promise that. So you take a little bit of Zippo lighter fluid and put it on the tip of a cotton swab, and then you just lightly go over it. Just rubbing. Try to get as close to your line, but not on the line if possible. This one I'm going over, but there we go. Making sure to kind of roll the cotton just a tip. Yep. Just making sure to kind of keep the swab where you're putting the swab to the plastic as clean as possible to prevent any smearing, which is what we're trying to get rid of. Scrubbing this off nice and gently. Got this side here. And actually, after looking, after it really has set and we've gotten rid of the yellow or the staining, I actually kind of like the orange look. I didn't think I was going to, but I kind of like the orange on the white pieces. Kind of wish I had done it on everything else. I might try to go back and get rid of those lines and see if I can't. I mean, look at that. That looks good. Not thrilled that the poor ink got in there, but not much we could do about that. I'm sure there is, but I haven't really learned how to. Make sure this side's clean. And when the skirts fell off, which is fine, we're just going to clean that up a bit. Clean this line off. It got scratched, so the panel line kind of went all over the place on that one. But still looks all right, I guess. Get rid of that. And we'll put this back on, if I can. And there we go. Much cleaner. You can see now the white is really, or the orange yellow staining is gone. And we didn't burn it. So hey, win-win. And then there's this line here that could use a little cleaning. You get rid of kind of the excess. And this one, let's clean that off. And it really cleans up the lines. So you don't have as thick of lines, which always makes it look better, in my opinion. The thinner the line, but bold, looks really good. All right, so we did that. That was one tip for today. I'm just going to move all this. Well, these can go here because we might eventually be attaching, hopefully, legs to them today. All right. Let's move on to the actual cutting. We got our book here. And we are starting. Did we do those C's? I do not see them. So we'll be starting with C. That's F. Sorry, I have these out all over the place to really and try, because I've kept all the Kyle Ren stuff to the back, and so a little bit of lack of space for everything else. All right, so C9, C8, and C14. C8 here. Hope everyone's doing well. And we are once again streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I can't see how many people are over on Twitch, but welcome all those that are. C8, C9, and C14, which is this one here. Starting yesterday on, if you have Netflix, you can watch Gundam Seed, Gundam Seed Destiny, and the brand new movie, which was a real hit in Japan. And I have to watch it. I'm going to watch it today. Gundam Seed Freedom. All are dubbed. So I've heard some people complain about the dub. I've never really had any issues with dubs unless they're really, really bad. But I've heard some complaints from people that have seen it both ways. They said they added some lines of dialogue, and then some were removed, or they're just not even talking. So I don't know. I see where both sides could have a point. All right, we got this. This goes in here like so. That's interesting. And this goes down here like so. Would be like so. My current side project is, oh, hey, Casper, hope you're doing well. Great to see you. My current project is, my side project is Master Grade Heavy Arms. And I'll probably show pics of partway through. But currently, I'm cutting out all the pieces individually, sanding them. Ooh, we got 4. Welcome 4 people on YouTube. I don't know how many are on Twitch, but welcome all those as well. We need D. Where is D? There we go. There's D. B stores is best. Okay, I don't know what B stores is. I'll have to look it up later, Carl. You know what? Gina, you've been here. Oh, you already are moderating. No, Casper, you know what? We'll make you one too. Why not? It would let me. Why aren't you letting me? Let's see if it lets me on this one. Huh, it's not letting me make you a mod. That's weird. I'll have to figure that out later. Let's see. So yeah, that's the current side project I'm on. And the reason why I have side projects is mainly because my mental health. It really helps calm me down, relax me, and get me out of my head. But it also lets me experiment a little bit. And the experiment with heavy arms is going to be my first custom paint job. I'm not expecting much out of it because I'm going to use a spray can or spray paint white primer, and then I'm going to be hand painting it, which is what I understand the least one that provides typically the worst results, I guess you could say. But I want the experience of doing a custom paint job. I'm going to be using Gundam Breaker 4 to create a color scheme for it, and then I have a bunch of miniature paints from my days of doing a board game or during my big board gaming phase, painting. And let's see here, we got F14 and H1. Or not H1, but it is these are these. And so sorry to get sidetracked. Trying my best not to. Is it F? Yep, F. All right. So I'll be using Gundam Breaker 4 to get the color scheme and that fun. 14. And finally, once that, so right now, what I'm doing, and this is a little bit of the basically the big tedious work of building a model, is taking all the pieces off the runner, sanding them to make them look nice, and then I'm putting them in Ziploc bags based on the runner that they're on currently in the original color. And what I'm going to do is put on one. Is once that's done, hey, Goblin Bob, hope you're doing well. I will be putting them, or I'll be washing them, and then finally spray them with the white primer I have, and create my wet palette, which I can explain that some other time. And that'll be followed by actually doing small layers of hand painting with the watered down paints. Because you want your paints really watered down. That way, they I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. Had a little bit of a rough weekend. Still not the best, but I'm hanging in there. I'll get to that a little bit. I just want to finish talking about. And so once I paint it, I'll build it. I'll panel line and put on any decals. And then finally a top coat goes on it. And I don't know if I'm going to do a matte or if I'm going to do a gloss or a mix of both. But that's that. And then you get the final product. And so I'm going to try and show most of the steps of the way. The interesting part will be because all the parts will be off the runners. I mean, they'll still be labeled in the bag, but you won't have the numbers. So what will happen is you'll be searching through those bags trying to find the part based on the picture. So that'll take, we kind of did that once a little bit on this channel, and it took a long time. So, and it's also, you're also hoping that the pieces that you've primed don't get scratched while you're building it. You know, having to put them in, stuff like that. You're going to have to do maybe a little sanding to make them fit. Hopefully not too much. And hopefully those parts aren't seen. And then because you also sanded, because you primed, you've put a layer on stuff, or on all the parts, including joints. So you gotta make sure all the joints move, and that if the primer goes off, you hope that it's not in a spot that people see. And so that will be it. So the white should be good for most of the coloring. From what I understand, if you're going to use like metal, you put a black underneath it. Hey, Brian, hope you're doing well. All right, I'll have to check it out, Carl. You do a black primer to get it to shine, because the white actually bounces back the light so that it doesn't work with the metal to make it shine, and the black does. So that's why you do the black underneath to get the metal to pop. I don't know how much metal color I'll be using. I'll figure out the color scheme when I do it on Gundam Breaker 4. Right now I'm actually unlocking the parts for Heavy Arms. I found the stage, or it's actually a quest mission that you slowly unlock the parts. You gotta hope that when you defeat one of the various Heavy Arms in that stage, that they drop the parts. I think I've got the arms now in the backpack. And so I just need the legs, the body, and the head, I believe. Because the arms have the shoulders attached. Really liking Gundam Breaker 4. I could see where some complain that the stages are kind of repetitive, because they kind of are. And that there's a lack of various stage appearances. Gina sending all the hearts to everyone in chat. Awesome. Much love to all the people that are watching, whether on YouTube or on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of excited to see. All right, so this goes in and clicks in. Interesting. You really need that to be flush in there. All right. There's that one. We'll put this one in there. And so, yeah. Color scheme wise, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Part of me kind of wants to do some fluorescence in there, but I don't really have many. I don't have fluorescent paints I'm really fond of. I don't think they work very well, but we'll see. All right, need F again. So we're cutting out and sanding and putting together step by step. It's just how we're doing things for this one. Because I decided that we're no longer going to do the prep stream in the morning and build stream in the afternoon. The morning one kind of became a little bit boring, and the afternoon one went by too fast, it seemed. So this way, everyone gets a little bit of both. And hopefully it makes you show up for both of them as well, because I love seeing everyone. And it's been great having seeing the same people come each time and enjoying the content. So anyways, this weekend I was pretty down, depressed, still kind of working through it. I made a community post. Well, I made a few, but I made a community post about right now, because of my financial situation, it's going to be a little hard to keep this channel going with models. We are set for at least, I'm hoping, through mid-October, if not a little further. So we should be set for a while. But then after that, I don't see where, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sustain buying them. I'm not asking for donations. This isn't a donation ask. I'm just letting you know kind of the state of the channel. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might have to do less streams. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out in my head. I mean, I would love to do the gigantic builds for you and, you know, that we've been doing, but it's just not going to be economically feasible. But the small ones also only take like a day or two. So it's like, you know, jumping between the two. But we have some exciting builds that I'm excited for. We even have one that will have Ellie. Actually, I think we might have two. I don't know. It depends which one becomes a personal build and which one becomes a side build. But let's see here. Trying to see how it shows me how to clip this in. This goes this way. And it's saying that. Interesting. But anyways, as I was saying, you know, and you know, I hope you guys don't take it as a bag, because it really is not meant as a bag. It was more of a FYI, this is the state of things type thing. Oh, that this goes in there. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how this goes. There it goes. I see. There we go. Hey, we got 8 watching. It is great to have you all. I'm always excited to see people. We got to put this one together. Once you get one done, it's a lot easier the second time because you know what's going to happen. We are building the legs of Gundam Kyrios. If you have any questions in the chat, let me know. Hey, Prime. Hope you're doing well, good sir. I was looking how to switch to all chat, but I forgot StreamYard actually does automatically all chat. You don't have to worry about that. These. See. Yep, see. All right, so let's see here. We got, okay, so these are both 21, and we need 22. Otherwise, things are all right, I guess. Now that there's more people here, Netflix has Gundam Seed, Gundam Seed Destiny, and the brand new movie, which I'm going to watch today, Gundam Seed Freedom. How's my mom? My mom's doing all right. She has a little trouble moving around, but she has her medical issues and everything, which my whole family kind of does, unfortunately. And so there's that. We all survive and keep going because that's all anyone can really do. But I hope you're all doing well. Your families are doing well. Model wise, let's see here. A new master grade was announced for 2025, so we're kind of excited about that. Gundam Vidar. I'm sure something will be announced new for P Bandai, Premium Bandai, for their own site, because they always announce stuff, and it's where most of the content seems to be going nowadays, unfortunately. If you watched the channel in the past, you know I'm not a fan of P Bandai. I think they should just release everything commercially, whether it be limited, they could put limited edition on it, or they could put, regular edition. And I think a lot of the ones that they put limited edition could be full editions. I understand some of them would be higher price, but that's fine. I would expect the limited edition ones to be higher price, or some of the larger ones be higher price. Not fine with it. But release it commercially. Make it easy for everyone to get. Not everyone knows about P Bandai. And then because they're limited edition and you never get to see them, if you're new to the hobby, your only chance is to buy them on eBay for crazy prices, which just isn't right. It's just like I'm not a fan of when companies release new systems and allow people to buy 2 or 3 or the system, and then instantly after the pre-orders are done, you see on eBay them go for double or triple the amount because people couldn't get them, unfortunately. That irritates me. And that's my opinion. This really has a weird look to it so far. I don't know what to think of it. There we go. There's that one. This has been definitely an interesting build. It's kind of different than a lot of the other ones in how the angles and things added to it. All right, there we go. So as I was saying earlier, I'm kind of surprised. I kind of like the orange panel line now that I've seen it dry for a while and gotten rid of the staining. And I kind of wish I did all of the white in it. I might try to go back and get rid of the gray and add in the yellow. I don't know. We'll see. We need C again. We need C12 and C20. 20. Oh, we need 19 as well. There's 12. So what else is going on? There isn't too much else going on in the world of Gundam at the moment, I think, that I know of. Oh, the Netflix, one of the Netflix series will be debuting sometime in October. Requiem of something. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it looks very interesting. And what else? The second trailer was recently released of, I want to say it's a live action or it's a different type of CGI that really looks cool. And I think it's based off the point of view of Zeon, which are the opposite of the Gundams in pretty much every series. So a lot of times Zeon kind of represented or looked like or had influences of how the Nazis were so fanatical, or we need F, right? Yeah, F. These are holographic parts. I don't know. They don't seem that holographic to me, but sometimes they look nice. And the side that goes out is the more duller side. Or if you feel it, one will be smooth, one will be a little bit more rough or just non-textured. And it's like that non-textured one is the one that goes on the outside. That's the front, or that's the smooth, and this is the non-smooth. But as I was saying, the Xeon tends to be. Oh, Sonic 3 is coming out. I'm guessing for Switch as like a remake. Sonic 3 has been out for quite some time. Anyways, man, I'm saying anyways way too long, way too much lately. Yeah, as I was saying, Xeon tends to have like kind of the rally and like loyalty, or not loyalty, but just the overall motif of this their like space superiority type thing. But it's pretty much like the Nazis without all the really bad stuff. If I could, Sonic 3, the movie's coming out. Okay, I have actually never seen any of the Sonic movies. I've wanted to. I don't know. Every time I've had a chance, I just haven't watched them. I've heard they're good, but I have not watched them. Let's see if Prime's still in here. A great cartoon / anime. It is a cartoon. Was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. It only had one season. It was called Undergrads. It was actually Canadian, but it came to America through MTV, and it was a fun little show. So there's that, I will say. If you have a chance to check it out, I recommend it. I find it funny. It is about like freshmen in college and all the craziness that goes with that. And it's a cartoon show. But there's there's like a jock guy, and then there's like the nerd, and then the regular kind of dopey guy who has a crush on a girl and doesn't really know how to pursue it type thing. Your standard tropes with lots of humor. All right. Continuing down the C route. Now we cut out. Oh, wait. This is all one step, so we'll cut it out. 15. How's Yoshi this morning? I have not seen Yoshi this morning. He's in my room. That's where his enclosure is, but where he sleeps a lot of the time, he has like 3 or 4 places he'll sleep. 2 of them, I'll see him at. Another one, the one that he recently has really started to love, is behind his basket spot, which, if you've ever seen the intro, he's on his basket spot bobbing his head in that video. And sorry, just thinking at the same time is hard, apparently. And right now he is hiding behind there where I cannot see him nor have access to him. I think that's part of what makes him enjoy it. He's kind of dug like a big like divot into the substrate there, and he just has his little like groove that he likes to sleep in, which can't fault him for that. I think we would all love a groove that we can just chill in. But hopefully he'll come out, and I'll put him out in my room and he will run around a little bit like he always loves to do. And well, a lot of times his favorite thing, oh, I should cut these out before anything. One of his favorite things to do is he will, oh yeah, there is one on Instagram that absolutely loves a sock. It's a great video. And then there's one called Chuck. I forget what the actual name is of the channel. It's like a B word and then beardies on Instagram. So I can't think of the B word at the moment. And what's so great about it is it's always head bobbing, like to everything. And he has his Mr. Krabs that he loves. He's very possessive of. He doesn't like his greens, kind of like Yoshi, but she tricks him into eating them. And she has little like commentary, or not commentary, but like text of what he's thinking type thing. And it adds humor, and I actually rather enjoy it. So if you're a fan of bearded dragons, I highly recommend that content. It is rather funny. And H, and then D. H over here somewhere. Let's see. That's D. We'll need D. And there's H, H2, H1. There we go. But yeah, it is. I recommend. Just look up bearded dragons on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. If you see the link at the top, it has it's a link to a page that has all of my links on it. It has my various donation links that you can donate to. Not pointing out for that, but they are on there. My Instagram and YouTube channel and Twitch. On Twitch, the link is like in the channel banner, I believe. I don't know how it doesn't let me pin messages in Twitch. I haven't figured out how to yet. Twitch is still very new to me, but we've had a decent following already. I mean, usually there's a couple people watching on Twitch on pretty much every stream, which is great to see. And some regulars too, which I always appreciate. It's great to have new ones, but it's great that it's really trying to think of the word. It really it's really like confirming slash makes you kind of proud of your channel when you get return people, because it's like they actually enjoyed the content. They not only just found the content and watched for a little bit and were like, not really my thing. No, they returned for for more of your content, and that's pretty awesome. That's a good feeling. But either way, I'd be technically doing this for the most part, maybe not on a schedule, but I would still be doing this even if I wasn't on stream. This was kind of a, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be doing this. I might as well share it with people, see if they might possibly enjoy it, or at the very least, I get to talk to people, and it has been very enjoyable. I really appreciate everyone that does come and stop by and says hello and chats. It really brightens my day. So I'm just trying to see how this piece goes, because they always make them, because I'm looking at the wrong part currently. Way to go, Josh. So that looked, all right, goes like that. And this goes here. All right. And this goes here. You covered it at a poker. Oh, okay. You and Yoshi and your poker. Other than that, yeah, just nothing too. Gotta make sure I get this right. Okay, yeah, this way. There we go. It goes in like so. Then you bend this like so. And put this in like so. I don't know if you saw Brian, but I actually, for really cheap, basically for shipping, I contacted the merchant that I bought it from, and they had a replacement part for it. I think they get replacement parts from the company, because the company doesn't really have a customer service page, and so they were able to provide me a part, which would have been cheaper than the epoxy and the time it took to do that. Maybe in the future, where I'm in a situation where that doesn't work out, I will give that a try. But right now, it was much easier to just be able to get the part and also get it soon. So sometime Thursday, it'll be in the mail, which, depending on how this project goes, which we shouldn't be much longer on it, we will switch back to Calren after that. I'll probably leave it to a vote, but I think Calren is going to win. So I think actually, yeah, we're gonna do Calren, and then we'll do the project with the LEDs on it. It will just, I've already got all the parts or all the runners out and organized for Calren. It would be kind of a pain to go back and try to change it all now. go. Building these these leg parts kind of become monotonous as you build them. It's $7 on Amazon, and I paid, I want to say $5 for the shipping. So it was basically more reasonable to, at least for this one. I'm sure in the future I'll probably have to use your method, but this one, it was definitely the better option. So loose. I don't know why. Is that the way? Sorry, I'm just looking at things. No, it has to be the other one. Okay. Yeah, I had duct tape somewhere in the garage. That I just, if I need it, I can pull it out. But duct tape was, it was such a critical part that duct tape would not have been feasible. Otherwise, I would try to use I tried using the plastic cement. I tried putting a pin in it. And part of the problem was the bottom part of the plastic would not want to come out. And I was just wrecking the part more and more. So it wasn't worth it. At least in my opinion, it wasn't worth it. So replacing the part, you're getting the part fully oh, fell off completely. All right, there we go. Fully sturdy, not compromised anywhere. And you can go back to building with full confidence. But yes, there is lots of different recommendations on the Facebook board, a message board I'm a part of. And so, yeah, there was all types of different recommendations. A lot that I've never even heard of, no clue how to do. Get the sand. Oh, okay, like that, yeah. I don't know. I'm used to the old red green show where duct tape fixes everything. If you're from Wisconsin or Canada, you understand that. Or even a lot of the up north, people, Midwesterners. I don't know. I've heard some people in like the Pennsylvania area know it, but for the most part, in the Midwest, that is quite the H. What was H again? H was a white one, I believe. Yep, H. We're almost done with doing both legs, and then we'll be switching to the right leg and then the left leg. 2 and 3, so these. Oh, Carl loves red green. There we go. But duct tape fixes everything. That is one of the main themes of that show. And we finished a runner. Yay! Goes in my runner box, which I might use someday to try and create something out of just these runners, like some type of like stand or background. I've seen people use them like for like a scaffolding type like background. Yeah, see, I don't have any of that. I've never welded before and don't really want to, I guess. I'm not a big fan of fire. It's not so much fire, but of getting burned. That is just me. I'm kind of weird like that. So that option is kind of out for me. But epoxies I could see giving a try. My worry is just ruin it possibly more. I don't want to ruin things more. And 95% of the time, I'll show you what I use to fix problems. And I'll explain why it works good. Just give me a moment to sand this, and then I'll grab the item. I've explained it pretty much almost every stream, but in case you haven't been there for those, I can show you. Uh, There we go. All right, now I'll show you. All right, so I use this Tamiya Extra Thin Cement. It is not super glue. It's not just taking two parts and forming like a glue layer to hold it together. What this does is it will actually kind of break down a thin layer of the plastic and basically create and push the two, you hold the two together and it will bond and form and kind of connect the two pieces like they are one. That is what the Tamiya Extra Thin Cement will do. It's a lot stronger than super glue once it's dry to plastic parts because it creates that bond. On Netflix you're talking, or where? I'm curious of what your is. They're always adding Gundam stuff in various places. So I'm curious what where you're talking about. It is being put out more in the US than it used to. I mean, it was still very prevalent in like the hobby stores and uh it's very true, Carl. Uh but now you're starting to see the shows more on like the Netflixes, the Hulus, whereas before it was like you had to find them on like Toonami and hopefully they got ported over. I'm probably sure they probably. Oh yeah, Netflix. Okay, yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier. They added Gundam Seed Destiny, and the brand new movie that was a hit in Japan, Gundam Seed Freedom. And I haven't watched the movie yet, but I enjoyed both shows. People are really divided on the second season, which is Seed Destiny. I liked it personally, but I know there's been plenty of people that are like, it's horrible, never watch it, gah, that type of thing. but that's not me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm also a sucker for really cool fancy mechs or fancy Gundams. So, and that had lots of shiny, cool Gundams in it. So, but it's you don't have to know all the Gundam history like you would if you watch something in the Universal Century. This is, I believe, what they call the Cosmic Era, which is its own universe. And so that way, you get to enjoy it without having to know all the like history. Yet they still like very heavily like have the influence of the history of like those like previous Gundams. Like usually the bad guy will have like a helmet, or one of the bad guys are anti-protagonists. I forget what they call them. I can't think today. I apologize. We'll have them and we'll be wearing one. The first person to do it was a person named Char, who's kind of the first bad guy of Gundam Seed, or not Gundam Seed, of the original Gundam. Sorry, and that followed through for quite a bit. F and A. I'm more of a live action person. Lex is anime, but I watch some, typically just of course. She has it on. I love Bleach and Death Note. And Death Note was decent. I've never gotten into Bleach because it has so many seasons and everything that it's just like I feel like you can never catch up. And it's such a time investment. Whereas for the most part, most of the Gundams that are on the show or on like streaming are kind of really separate entities for the most part. You need 5, 10, and 11. Because you're looking at 13 to 24 per series. Well, you're looking at most series having 24. I forget if Seed is 24 or 13 because obviously they made Destiny. It's only F5 and F4 for that one. What was I about to say? And obviously the movie. One Piece live action show was good. Anxious for season 2. Same for Airbender season 2, though. I haven't seen the live action Airbender or One Piece. I didn't even really know that Virgo said hi. Why didn't I see Virgo? I don't see Virgo. Well, Virgo, if you're here, I say hi. Now I have to figure out what's going on with that. Yeah, Pacific Rim obviously took inspirations from various mech animes, but really the one that set the standard is Gundam. The various ones after that. That is what led the motion or the popularity. What's interesting, the way they kind of knew that it was popular wasn't necessarily the show, but rather it was the sale of these models. They had put out models of the various mechs or Gundam. Well, there's only one Gundam, but the various, mechanized units, and people ate it up. Like, it just was selling out basically everywhere, super popular, and are like, wow, we can make money off of this, obviously. And that kind of led to, sorry, 11 and 10. All right. It led to, I'm easily distracted. They wanted to see a season 2 of Gundam, which they created various spin-offs that really, all of them were pretty popular. Then they released the movie Char's Counterattack, which is really the end to the Amuro Ray and Char saga. So there's always been various times where they thought Char might still be alive as this bad guy here, type thing. Because they always wear the helmet. And half the time they're like, is it Char? Is Char somehow survived? That type of thing. If I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I did and loved, watching Netflix live action one, do not watch the M. Night Shyamalan. Too late. I've already seen the M. Night Shyamalan movie in theaters. And that's why I'm very hesitant. I will say I'm very hesitant about watching live action, any type of live action. Sorry, Mike. For some reason, like now I can hear myself. All right, there. Adjusted my earpiece. It really kind of like made me hesitant to the whole live action Airbender. And I wasn't a fan necessarily of Legend of Korra either. So, oh, put that on to be like this. And then this. Goes in like so. Come on. Be careful not to insert it here. Why would you say that? Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Well, he couldn't even get the actors to say the names right. I mean, if you're not even going to do that, you should just give up. And the earth bending was atrocious. He tried to do too much in one movie. That's the best way I can explain it. My wife and I left the movie so pissed that we told everyone in line not to waste their money. Pretty sure they probably still wasted their money. And I have no problem saying they wasted their money because they did waste their money. F1. There is actually, I don't know if it's technically CGI. I think probably I'm sure the like actual mechs are CGI, but the people in the movie, I believe, are actual actors and actresses. And it's a I'll post the trailer after this stream for anyone to watch of the live action one that's coming out, and I'll also post the next series that's coming out actually on Netflix in October, so very soon. That one's called Requiem or something. I forget what the actual final name of it is. All right, let's see. Those line up there, like so. Oh, interesting. That goes like that. All right, let's get this one built. Let's see here. Just making sure I do this right. All right. It goes like that. I don't know. I don't know what the worst experience was. That or the Green Lantern movie. Now, can you tell me that answer? I saw both in theaters. I will say I am a bigger fan of Green Lantern in the comics than I am of the anime of Avatar the Airbender. I enjoy both quite thoroughly, but Green Lantern is, if not number one for me, number two in superheroes I like. It's basically between him and Deadpool. I've liked Deadpool since he was in the original X Force comics as kind of a mercenary bad guy type thing that they were always having to fight with. All right. Well, we have two options. I think we're going to spend the little extra time and get the legs done. Because if I focus, it won't take that long. So let's do it. Let's get these legs done. 8 and 7. So now we're making the right leg. Just sand those a little bit, like come down as much as possible. 8, 7. Was that bad? No, it wasn't great, but Shyamalan was. Those might be fighting words to me. I'm gonna hold back. Gonna hold back. Not gonna let you get to me. Not gonna let you get to me. Oop, cut the wrong one. 6 should be over here. And I could not, as someone loyal to the comic books, I don't know what to say. For me, that movie was just, they tried to do worse than probably what Shyamalan did in terms of how much of the story they tried to fit in. It was just, as someone who is very much if you're gonna make a comic book movie, you better make it as close to the actual comic as possible, as close to the comic story that you're trying to mimic, that you're inspired from. And one of my big beliefs, I'm just gonna put it out there, is that there are 8 billion stories that in those comic books. You don't need to recreate and make something new. You can just go off of one of the 8 billion stories and have a really great, movie. I mean, why go back and try to butcher the stories that a majority of your viewers, or not majority, but like the ones that really want to see it, they're going to be the most critical. 1-7, sorry, I would get distracted all the time. Are going to, want to see. You give them a story pretty close to, if not loyal to what their comic books do, and you're going to see a great review. I think for the most part, it's harder to screw up something that has already been laid out story wise for you, that is visual. I think that's why I actually enjoyed the Robert Patterson one, because it went off of the Batman Year One story for a lot of it, and it also went off of I2, E, and F. Put this away for a moment. The F is over here though. Ugh. No, that's F. And so what I have a problem with, we will need J3 eventually, I believe. Sorry, I'm looking things over. I do not need those. Those are for something else. I keep getting pages together. I apologize. So we have all the pieces cut for the right leg. All right. Get the sanding done. So what Green Lantern did is it took the origin story, mixed it with the Green Lantern Rebirth story, and some of the other ones. What they could have done that worked is they could have taken, and they could have even maybe mixed in, if they had done it right, like a kind of a Marvel thing. One of the things they could have done was a Crisis on Infinite Earth to help with the various story arcs. The first one, you do the Hal Jordan becoming a Green Lantern and Sinestro kind of turning a little bit. The second one is the destruction of Hal's hometown, which makes him snap and become Parallax, which technically was in the Green Lantern movie as that big giant yellow entity, which kind of hints at the Rebirth storyline. And once Hal Jordan becomes that evil character, you do the you do the crossover with your other movies of Crisis on, I forget if it was Infinite Earths or which one. Crisis, no, you were very wrong in that. I would argue that it was one of the better Batman movies. I mean, it wasn't Keaton. It wasn't, you know, Batman Begins or The Dark Knight, but it was far from being awful. It followed the whole year one pretty good. Robert Pattinson was better than I expected. And maybe I felt it was good because it beat my low expectations of it. So that might be it too. I will submit to that possible idea. But I enjoyed it. What was your issue with that Batman movie? I'm curious. I will say I think Ben Affleck was the second best Bruce Wayne. Michael Keaton being the first. No, I haven't seen that. I don't watch many things as much as I used to. All right, back on track. We got to get through this. Don't want this stream to last forever. So this goes in here, like so. And for this one, this, put that in like so for some odd reason. It literally does not. Oh, we got something to stand up here. Everything, the story, adaptation, the acting, the ambience of the scenes. I don't know. I had no problem with it. I thought it was good. It was a darker Batman movie. It showed his struggles. You know, it wasn't a main villain. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. That's all I could say. All right, we got that. Here, J7 goes here. So there we go. And then this goes here. Like the colors on this, I don't know, don't make sense to me. I mean, I understand it. It follows the colors of the show, but I've never really analyzed Kyrios' color scheme that much on the show. He was kind of my least favorite one on the show. He was kind of a douchebag, if I might say. All right. I'm dumb. I am dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. get the part separator. Hopefully I don't have to separate too much. I don't think I do. Let's go in here and separate as much as possible without having to do too much. See if I can't take that off. Hopefully that's the last I have to take off. Come on. Ooh, not there, not there. That's a stress mark. Let's see. Come on. Take these off too. They should not matter, but we're going to take them off. Now the stream is going to run a little bit longer, folks. And I'm gouging the heck out of this. I'm not happy. Very not happy. I'm gouging the hell out of this. It very much doesn't want to separate. So this is like a set. Oh, that's why. Oh no, that's a separate piece. That's why I didn't want to separate. All right. This is supposed to go like up here. So I'm gonna separate this a little bit more. So angry. See, at least with the Sky Defender, I know I'm gonna have to take piece by piece apart. Okay, that should be enough. That. Come on, come on. All right. Uh-huh. That back on. Yes, like that. All right. Now we're back on track. This back on. These back on. Everything doesn't want to go flush because it's all parts have been gouged a little bit. Ah, at least I didn't break anything. There. At least not that I know of yet. There's always a yet to everything. There we go. That goes like that. That goes in like so. And this goes like that. With this going that. Looks like that might have to glue in. All right. Now we're good. The issue was this flap didn't go down. There we go. It was supposed to go upwards. So now we got that. And we've got this goes like that. It's the right leg. There we go. Nicely in. There we go. So we got one leg done. This leg we have to go back. Be careful how I do this. Nice and slow. Oh, gotta take this off. Going a little over what we planned today. I thought we were going to have smooth sailing, but that didn't work out. All right. Now we can. I gotta take this one off. But I don't think I wanted it to go that far. I'm just taking these off to make things simpler. Now I think I'm going to have to take a lot more apart. Because, yeah, I'm going to have to take this assembly apart, probably. Maybe not. Let's see if I can. Let's see. That one's there. This went. There's a certain spot into. It like clicked into a spot. That actually worked. We are literally taking apart basically this whole leg. Wow, you're tight. This was a big error on my part. Actually, it was a little error, but it caused a bigger error. Now I gotta take this all apart. Actually, I have this little handy tool. Nice to pull parts off. So many pieces. No, didn't mean to gouge. Didn't mean to gouge. I shouldn't have needed to gouge. That was dumb of me. There we go. All right. Get this all fixed. This goes into here. So back here, we're we're basically back to step one. Now it was over here. That was the big problem. It's this clicked in here. Hmm? No. Help if I look at the right part. That shouldn't affect anything. Part goes like that. This goes here. So hey, Ninja Master, I made a big mistake and now I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now we try to remember where each part goes. Yep, got that. And we go to this, which goes in. Oh, sure, yep, it's in there. What'd you do? I'll explain on this one. You see this piece here? I put down this way. And so I had to basically take the whole leg apart. And then when I was taking the leg apart, this part fell out. And so I had to take more off to make sure that everything was correct afterwards. So let's see here. All right. Yes, this one goes here like so. This one goes like so. No, 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 not yet. Not yet. It goes this. Goes. Come on. That. Ah. Stay. Now we put this on. Connects all this stuff. Well, most of this stuff. Whatever. You fall off. You stay down until I'm ready for you. Nope, 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 nope. Hurry up, yep, yep. Yep. Or nope. Okay. Yeah, it goes like that. Okay. We are good. We are good, good, good. Then we put these on. Goes on the front. Like so. So there. Trying to make sure I get this right so we don't have to go back again. Put that up like that. Get this back into place. And again, I missed a piece. How did I miss a piece? Where did I miss a piece? Is this part supposed to be in there? Right? Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, no. Bloody hell. Get this done the proper way. I didn't see on the, I don't know where I missed it on the rule books. I didn't see it. Either way, feel done. All right. Let's get this on like it's supposed to be. There we go. Yep, it's full on. Nothing fell off currently. This has got to be the last time because that one peg is looking pretty weak. Take this part off. This white part off if I can. Tell you what, this part separator has been quite the excellent investment. I didn't think it would be. I've heard several people say, "Oh, just use a tooth or not toothpick, guitar pick, and it works the same." Which I could see. I could definitely see that working the same, but I find this provides. I'd have a guitar pick on hand for one, and two. Where's this go? I'm going to try and follow things here the proper way. Okay, I don't have to worry about that for now. All right. In fact, I'm probably going a few steps ahead of myself on that. We'll see. No, I'm good. Where you pick up that part separator, they are available. I think I got this one at New Type, and I want to shout out New Type because they hooked me up with the part to replace that broke on Calren. Otherwise, that build would have been gone for good. So shout out to them for that. He's going to do that first. But yeah, New Type has it. Gundam Play Store has it. I don't know if eBay or not eBay, Amazon has it or not. On the description of my YouTube page, and I got to put it on. I'm sorry about the Twitch page. I'm not trying to ignore it. In fact, I'm really liking the Twitch stuff. Okay, what's going on? What am I missing? I've got this smooth, and it's supposed to just go on like that and like that. But you do not want to go in. It's this one that doesn't want to go in. And it's because I'm probably putting it on the wrong way. Yep. I'm looking at the right leg when I should be looking at the left leg. Ah, way to go, Josh. Yep, Josh is my real name. I don't care. When I'm upset with myself, I talk to myself and tell myself, way to go. Yeah, I have to delete that Discord link. I think is that in the about section? Yeah. YouTube is kind of weird with how they have things set up now with their app, where in the app, I can't change anything. So I have to go on I have to desktop it or something. I'll figure everything. I'll try and get I don't have a Discord anymore. I'm not popular enough to really need a Discord. Why don't you want to? It's because you're supposed to go on this way. Ah. And I didn't finish cutting out pieces. That would be why. This is how you make mistakes, people. But I will get that all cleaned up on the About page. It'll probably just switch to the one Linktree link that I have. That should be on the Twitch, for my channel page. It should be on that header bar. That should have all the most accurate things. Because yeah, there's stuff on there like Streamlab, donation area. I'm like, I don't have that. I don't think I ever had that. I don't know how that ended up on there. Just weird stuff was on there. Stupid angles. Well, we're going to get close to 2 hours, unfortunately. sucks is this is actually a piece that is shown too. So I gotta try it and make it at least semi good. It's not awful. Let's touch it up with some black ink. All right. Now this makes sense. There we go. All right. Now let's put these on. This goes on like so. And we get the foot. Needs to be like that. We have to still panel line it, but the feet are complete and really weird looking. These are some weird feet. And I got cut out one more piece. There it is. Where is it? This. This is an easy addition, at least. It's this. Just goes like the wrong piece. Right? Yeah, very much the wrong piece. All right, we'll leave that there in case it's used for something. And let's get the proper piece. Oh, it's because it's J3. That fooled me. So oh, donation to the Exia Kit and LED Fund. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't want to say hopeful because that's the wrong word. It probably won't happen, and that is absolutely fine. It's supposed to look like that, but then it doesn't look like that on the page. It's because these are supposed to. No, that's how it's supposed to look. Oh, they just do an angle where you're not supposed to see it. Okay. So these go like this. And there you go. Now we just have to panel line them, and then we'll work on the weapons, and then we should be done with Kyrios. Probably close to done, if not done. Yeah, we'll be done at tonight's stream at 6:30 Central. Hello Fixa, we're just ending it now. The legs took a little bit more work than I thought, but we did get them done. And so we'll attach them to the waist and to the body tonight, along with getting the weapons done. There's only a few weapons, really. He doesn't have much in terms of weapons. It is basically a GM beam submachine gun, a GM missile units, and then a really interesting weird shield thing. And I'll have to find the magnet for which getting them. And this is from Double O. This is Gundam Kyrios from Gundam 00, the first season. So it is a rather weird looking one. debating trying to get rid of these panel lines and then switch to the orange ones. All right. So this is the stream for today. I want to thank you all, or not for today, for this morning. I do want to thank you all for watching, commenting, liking, all that good stuff, subscribing. I have a lot of work to do for getting the Twitch and YouTube channel stuff updated because there's a lot of wrong information on there. So until next time, till later today, be kind to one another, enjoy a hobby that you enjoy, and take time for yourself. Have a great morning.